Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Now this is technically another league discussion, but with the topic of the placement series that just happened, as well as the start to this season. As I actually have now played about 60 games of Season 5, even though you guys have only seen about 10. Or literally 10. But yeah, this league discussion will be focusing in on what my experience was like overall in the placement series, any advice that I've picked up along the way that I can give to you, and then we'll be also talking about just the general solo queue in general. That was interesting. Yeah, solo queue in general after the placement games itself. So the placement series. As many of you know, we finished 8 wins, 2 losses, which I'm very happy with, and we ended up in Platinum 1. For those who are unaware, Platinum 1 is the highest you can actually achieve if you're higher rated. If you're Diamond, Master, or Challenger, the highest rating you can get is Platinum 1 in the next season placement games. So I was with a lot of Challenger players, Master players, that type of thing, after the placement series. But overall, it was a good experience. 8 wins, 2 losses is great. So let's get into some things that I would advise you guys to do that definitely helped me along the way. So the first thing was never rage or anything at teammates. The first thing that a lot of people do is rage when something goes bad, especially in placement games. The thing you have to kind of figure out is the placement games aren't the bee's knees. If you don't get that expression, it's a British expression. Basically, it's not the be or end all. I could go on for days. But basically, they mean a lot, but they're not the end of everything if you get a low rating. You always can go back up. If you deserve to be a rating, you'll get there eventually. So if you get a low placement or if you're losing a particular game, don't rage at your teammates, because nobody really... the thing that I always kind of find, especially with rages, is if you call a rager, they'll try and deny it. Nobody likes to be called a rager, even if they are a really big one. Just think to yourself, do you want to be known as a rager? If you do, then fine, do whatever you want, you'll probably get banned or whatever. Majority of you, I'd like to think, would be like, I want to be a nice person, I don't want to be raging, I don't want to be this angry over a video game. So yeah, don't rage when something goes bad, because that, again, can make you lose games. Unnecessarily, really. I've won many games, if you've watched the series, which I presume most of you have, the 2 Renekton games, both of them games could have been losses, especially the second one, where I was both games were against a Rumble, but the game 6, I believe it was, I got owned in early game. If someone raged at me, I might have gone completely on tilt, but I didn't. I was on a bit of tilt, but I just went pure tank and was useful in the game. And if someone's raging at me, it could have been a different story. So yeah, never rage at your teammates. Second point that I kind of want to bring up, and again helped me, is play champions you know and play champions you feel comfortable with carrying on. Especially in your placement games. I mentioned in the series that, God, I'm seeing more Master Yi's in this series. Normally in Diamond you hardly see any of them, because he's very easy to shut down usually. But in the 10 games that I played, I believe I saw 3 Master Yi's, which is actually a very high ratio compared to what I normally see. The reason for this is because in placement games, people want to play stuff that they feel they can carry on. And Master Yi can carry. If you get very fed on him, you'll do a lot of damage and you can carry. You'll see more Rivens, you'll see more Katarinas. It's for a reason, because they are all champions that people believe that they can just carry a game by themselves on, which is a true fact. For me, it was Kha'Zix. During the end of the series, I played 3 Kha'Zix games, and from memory, I think I did pretty well in all 3, or maybe 2 of them. Play champions that you're very good at, would be my biggest advice. Thirdly, it's again leading on from the point of kind of like anxiety. Don't be scared about your placement games, because I know a lot of people have solo queue anxiety. I have made a video on that in the past, and I might do an updated version. Personally, nowadays, I used to have it. Nowadays, I actually don't get why people have it. And you'd think I might be a bit more sympathetic, but I kind of realised maybe a year or 2 ago, I was like, why am I scared of playing ranked? And I came to the conclusion there was no good reason for me to be scared of doing it. Because I was like, I'm playing normal games all day, and I'm putting a lot of effort into these normal games. And yes, I get an amazing win, But in theory, it means nothing. Like, I don't get any rating or anything like that. So I was like, I'm just going to play ranked. And that's how I got over it. I just kind of thought to myself, I'm putting a lot of effort into normal games. Why don't I just do this in ranked? You know, whatever rating I get is whatever, and boom. And that's how I got over it myself. Don't be scared of it, because I know a lot of people have not done their placement series yet, because they're like, oh, I'm going to put it off. And then they end up not playing ranked at all. To me, and this is just me, because I am a very competitive person, I would probably say, I only play League of Legends for ranked. Yes, I'll play ARAMs and normals occasionally with friends for fun, but if ranked didn't exist, or if ranked suddenly stopped, I'd probably stop playing LoL, because it adds the competitive value to what I need in a game. That's why I used to play competitive Call of Duty, because normal Call of Duty wasn't enough, you know. That's why I raided as much as I did in WoW. I'm somebody that's like, I want to be nearer the top and competing all the time. So yeah, my advice generally for placements, keep calm, don't rage, play champions you know, and don't be scared of them. If you have convinced yourself to play them, that's great. But if you're in the game and you're like scared, because I remember back in the day, 2-3 years ago, I remember I was like sometimes shaking going into Champion Select, like really nervous. I don't know why, but it did happen. And now, you know, I'm somebody that is like, yeah, I'll go in a solo queue whenever, you know. It doesn't bother me. And I think a lot of people need to kind of just, I don't know if man up is the right word, because, you know, it happens to everybody. Like, obviously, I had it, but I just got over it. That's simple. It's like, what example can I give? It's like people that smoke. Like, some people, my grandparents, I'll give the example, my grandparents smoked for 40 years, and then one day my grandmother was like, I don't want to smoke anymore, and both my grandmother and my granddad quit cold turkey in a day. Just boom, done. That's the kind of thing that I think a lot of people need to do with solo queue, is just go, I'm just going to play it. Boom. So that's that part of the video. Just really quick advice about placement games. Really obvious, but a lot of people, it's an interesting one. A lot of people know the obvious stuff, but then it helps them, you know, if someone tells them it again. But yeah, you can do it. Don't be down if you get a low placement. Again, if you deserve to be a higher rating, you will get there. Trust me, it's happened numerous times to myself and to people that I know. Now the second part kind of to this discussion is going to be talking about solo queue in general in Season 5. As I will say, it's been a bit of a weird experience for me. From going to a placement series of 8 wins, 2 losses, to now playing 60 games of solo queue, and I'm near enough a 55% win rate or somewhere around that. So I've gone from like a win ratio that's up here and a loss ratio to here to like it's slowly going like more like this. And I understand why, and this is something that I want you guys to kind of understand, and again, it may help with not raging as much, is the start of the season is the biggest compression of people that should not be together. You have people in any rating, really, if they've done bad in their placement games, then they'll go to a lower rating, and then they're actually playing with people that they can just own. So what happens generally at the start of the season is every single game is a stomp. I'd probably say 90% of solo queue games right now are stomps. To either side, obviously, depending which people get outclassed. And now that's the word I want to use, and definitely please pick up on this word. It is outclassed. It's not your teammates playing badly. It's the enemies just simply outclassing them because they are better. That happens more at the start of the season than any other time in the season. It's basically like having Smurfs right now in every single part of solo queue. That's basically what it's like. People just get outclassed all the time. And that's been what a lot of my losses have been. I've been outclassed a couple of times. I've been against a couple of challenger mid players or challenger junglers, and they've wrecked me or wrecked my team, and I couldn't do enough to help. Or, you know, someone in, say, I'm bot lane, and there's a top lane fight going on, and then my top laner goes 10-0 in lane because they're just owning the enemy top laner. It happens all the time right now. And if you're hearing this and basically going, that sounds familiar, just think it's not just you. Trust me, it's everybody. But you'll be pleased to know I am back in Diamond. It was really frustrating. I thought I'd get to Diamond within a couple of days of finishing my placements. It took just over a week, which some people may go, that's not that bad. But basically what's happened now, and it hurts Diamond players more than anybody else, is when nobody is in Master or Challenger, it's very easy to climb in Diamond. You'll get about 30 LP per win and about 5 per loss, because nobody has got the Master or Challenger spots. Now, because I was delayed so long of getting back to Diamond, obviously they are now Challenger players and Master players on EU West. That means the MMR has tanked in Diamond, so you're pretty much losing more than you gain right now in Diamond, in any rating. Like, it's ridiculous, and it's really annoying. I do find, like, generally I like the rank system the way it is. I don't get why so many people complain about it. The one complaint I do have, though, is the Diamond MMR that Riot have put in with the Master tier. Like, when it was just Challenger and Diamond, it was fine. You could climb quite easily if you're playing well. Literally, the way it's in Diamond nowadays, with Master tier now here, you could win 2 games and you lose 1 and you go back to, you know, where you were before. And you're winning 66% of your games and it doesn't matter. Like, it's so frustrating to climb. But other than that, solo queue's going okay. My most played champions right now are Lee Sin, Kha'Zix, and Jarvan. I believe Jarvan is probably, just to kind of say, Jarvan is the most OP jungler right now. I'm currently 5 wins, 0 losses with him, and he's just stupidly OP. If you get ahead, you'll just build a bit more damage and one-shot the AD carry. If you're doing okay or you're behind, which you'll probably never be behind on Jarvan if you're playing okay, but if you do go average or behind, then just build tank, and you can't die. Jarvan is just crazy right now. Every single time that he's up, pick him. Trust me, pick him, because he's so strong. But yeah, solo queue generally is going okay. I'm Diamond 5, about 20 LP right now. And I'm just continuing playing champions that I know. That's why, again, if you guys leave comments down below, I'm not taking champion requests right now. Normally I do, or I try to. But even if I'm streaming, no champion requests, because I'm literally just playing the champion that I think can get me to high rating as quick as possible. So in that regard, it's a bit selfish from me, but I think it's okay to be selfish sometimes, and this is one of them. So that's great. And my advice to you, what champions are strong, because I get this question all the time. Let's just give 2 champions in each role, and then that will wrap up this video for now. So just, if you're watching this video in a few weeks or whatever, just look at the uploaded date on the video, as obviously this can change with patches or whatever. So the champions that I believe are strong right now, in jungle, Jarvan and Lee Sin, one of the 2. Kha'Zix is strong, but personally for me, I like playing Kha'Zix, but for you guys, I'd probably say Jarvan or Lee Sin. For top lane, I would argue Aurelia and potentially Kassadin. Kassadin if you're against AP players, so if you're against a Rumble or a Lissandra, play Kassadin because he's really good. And Aurelia, you know, Aurelia's Aurelia, you all know that. For mid lane's a bit of a weird one because Fizz got nerfed so hard. So mid lane, I'd probably put Zed. And arguably probably still Azir, most likely. Could throw Orianna in there. Actually, no. Let me think. Ori and Zed. They are the 2 strongest right now, both being kind of assassins in a way. Ari's just really strong right now. She got buffed so hard with her change. But yeah, she's great right now. And then AD carry, Easy, Kalista, and Tristana. I would probably put both of them to above Graves, which a lot of people may go, what? But Kalista and Tristana are both amazing late game and amazing actually in lane now as well. And then finally for support, I would probably put Leona as number 1 and then probably Thresh. If you do want to carry your games. So that is kind of like a quickie list. I thought I'd just throw that in there just for a bit of fun. But yeah, this was just a bit of a discussion. So the thing that I want in this video is let me know in the comments below how you did in your placement games, if you have done them so far, what rating did you get and all that type of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the final thing I want to add, I forgot to add this earlier, which I should have, is the thing with what rating you get in placement games is it is the rating you deserve. Full stop. There is no, you can never question Riot of what rating you end up with. There is a, trust me, there's a massive system behind it. And a lot of people will go, but I went, like I had a guy the other day private message me and he went, hey Huz, I went 8-2 in ranked in placement games as well, but I got like silver 4 and you got platinum 1. How didn't I get platinum 1? And I was thinking, I understand a lot of people don't understand the system, but then I asked him, what did you get last season? And he said unranked. So, yeah, there is a massive system in place, so please don't complain of what rating you got. Trust me, that all the maths behind it is accurate. And there's many different factors leading to what you get. So that's it from that comment. Thanks very much for watching. Again, in the comments below, say what rating you get, or what rating you got, how you did in your placements, and anything you want to add, feel free. So again, thanks for watching / listening, and I'll see you guys next time. So, goodbye.